Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of Underground Video Network's Behind the Counter. This episode, we're going to be giving you our San Diego Comic-Con recap. Hey everyone, and welcome to Behind the Counter. I'm Michael Boroff.
I'm Richard Catterjohn.
If you're like most of the world right now, you're not in San Diego. We want to give a shout out to all the comic book stores across America right now that are kind of filling the void for the people who can't be in San Diego Comic-Con. I know there's a lot of great comic book stores that are giving their own little kind of...
Their version of a Comic-Con.
Yeah. And
but there's a lot of people at Comic-Con.
Yes, there are. We have quite a few friends who are just making us jealous every single day since it started. Yeah, Sean. I love Sean, and I love the pictures and everything we're getting from him from San Diego. But like I said, most of us can't attend, so we have to be happy with all the footage, the videos, the podcast.
At least they're putting it out there. They're not like bootleg anymore.
Yes.
The studio's finally gone and just started posting it themselves.
Yeah, when the studios realize that within moments of their top secret, reveal, it's on the internet, and they instead of being real big jerks about it, they decided to embrace, and they just said, let's just put it out there for everybody. As of shooting this is Saturday, so we've gotten a little bit today, we got yesterday, we've got some early stuff from Thursday, and there is a lot that's coming out of the woodworks from San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a ton to start. Where do you want to start?
Yeah. Like I said, this is Saturday, so we haven't gotten the full breadth of everything that's come through from San Diego, but there was a lot that has already been surfaced that has really, really jumped out. And I can't even think of anything else more important to me that's come out of San Diego than the Doctor Who trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One of my favorite pictures that I've seen thus far was a photo of the cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Doctor Who. And I'm looking at this picture, and it was like a legit picture, it wasn't just like a selfie, from the cast and crew and everything. And the one downside is I never realized how much I wanted that crossover. It's never going to happen, but I'm like, oh man, it's like I just want to see Terry. It's like Terry hates the Daleks, But yes, we finally got to see our first real good glimpse of Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor.
And there was some throwback in that trailer.
There was, and I am very, 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 very excited for this upcoming season. I like the fresh take it looks like they're doing. They talked about new worlds.
Right.
The one thing I liked was new times, and it looked... One thing we haven't seen in Doctor Who for a while is, like, our history.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's like they haven't really gone back in time, that much. And looks like we got a chance to see some of that. And everything I've seen so far has just left me really hopeful and really in anticipation of the upcoming season of Doctor Who.
And she's got 3 companions.
Yeah. Rich, what about you? I know there had been something...
Well...
I'm setting him up because...
Yeah, I know. The Teen Titans. The Titan.
The Titans.
So, I don't know. I love this trailer.
Yeah.
And it's not for kids, so I know on the app they'll have it locked, so you have to be age appropriate to click on. Now, remember that Netflix does that. You have the kids side and you have the adult side, so you got to click, and you either have to put a code in, because parents, remember, put that code in, even though I know your kid's going to. So if you're so worried about it, I know if I was a kid, my parent would have let me see it anyhow, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
because I'm different than most people.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything quite as divisive amongst the nerd community as that Titans trailer. I'm with you. I'm really excited for it. To play devil's advocate, yes, I understand that it's a disappointment to a lot of people, especially given that the Teen Titans has such a history for kids in the past few years.
Just
Well,
recently, because
Right.
of the Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans
This isn't Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, and even so far as like Young Justice,
Yeah.
with Superboy and all of them.
And they had the Teen Titans cartoon.
Yes.
That was really good too.
Yes.
But it wasn't a kiddie show either.
No.
I don't think it was. And Young Justice isn't a kiddie show.
Right.
And I don't understand where, the kiddie part is the Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And that is set for kids. And I can't wait till Monday when I get to see the movie, So I really enjoy. But this is an adult Teen Titans.
Yes, it is.
And
Which I think might be part of the big reason why they just stuck with Titans.
yeah.
And not Teen Titans.
And what I like about it, though, is Robin. I mean, when he dropped the F-bomb to
Yeah.
Batman. I mean, I can understand. I mean,
Yes.
he's been a sidekick for a long time. He's wearing Dayglow colors with Batman. What was he? He was a target for the
Yeah.
villains to kill.
Yeah.
I'd be psychoed against Batman too. I'd be breaking, as soon as I realized it.
Yeah, and let's look at the history too. Batman was training him to not only be his sidekick, but maybe one day take up the mantle. So
I don't think so. I think he's always been a target, and he's just
You
been
think so?
disposable. But he's been so lucky; he has never
Yeah.
been knocked off. He's just been this target.
yeah,
I mean, you see this dark figure here, and this kid going down
Yeah.
the street. But he was so lucky.
Yeah.
I think he has a superpower of luck, and we just never seen it.
he's got that domino power. But yeah, I like that. This is Dick Grayson, and both of us have grown up reading Dick Grayson. And
The '80s.
And from what I've seen from the Titans trailer, we're getting the Dick Grayson that we grew up with. The most logical progression
yeah.
of Dick Grayson. He would be bitter
I would think so.
and battered.
I mean, I remember there in '84 when he tore off the Robin suit and became Nightwing. I mean, to
Yep.
me, that's Dick Grayson made when he became
Yeah.
Nightwing. This little Robin flying around. I understand why Batman did it, and I think Batman is he deserves what he got.
One of the other things, following along the lines of Batman, that we've seen here recently through San Diego was the announcement that Batwoman
Oh yeah,
is going to be in the CW universe. And
Gotham's there.
Gotham's there. And I am very interested in seeing how they relate that, because we know from the comic books that it's Kay Kane. She is the cousin to Bruce Wayne. I'm wondering how that's going to play into the CW universe. The shows like Arrow and The Flash have been really good about, dropping, a name here or there. Oliver Queen flat out, mentions Bruce Wayne. I'm really excited for it. I think she'll be a very welcome character into the CW universe, and I believe we're looking at 2019. The talk already is that her first real appearance will be in the massive, CW
The crossover,
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see Batwoman in the CW universe.
I just like to see Gotham, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, what else? Okay, look, yeah, I'm going to the cheat sheet. I am going to the cheat. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger has been renewed for a second season, and I gotta tell you, I really enjoy Cloak and Dagger.
Especially this last episode from Thursday.
Yes. Wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be at first, but that's a good thing. I really enjoy the drama in the story. I really like the fleshing out of the details between Cloak and Dagger. I like the slow build. I like their connection. I like the way their powers are organically manifesting. I really do. I am a real big fan of Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the series. I mean, it's its own take on the series, which
Yeah.
is what I like about it. And I like the setting down in New Orleans. So
Yeah.
I think it's just cool.
Very definitely a nice change from the rest of the Marvel universe. Instead of keeping it in like New York,
Right.
Where it just seems like everything happens. It's nice to completely get them out of still within the universe, but just
Like the Runaways.
yeah. Don't even get me started on Runaways. I love that show too. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. Ooh, Glass.
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
we got to see the drop trailer. So.
Yes, the trailer for Glass dropped over San Diego Comic-Con, and wow. I was one of those fortunate people that when I saw Split, which if you haven't seen it yet, you really need to see it. I was one of those fortunate people that got to see it before the reveal at the very end came out. I'm going to spoil it because the movie's been out for years.
Yeah.
But it shows that it definitely is within the Unbreakable universe because we see Bruce Willis in the very iconic raincoat at the very end, and you're like, oh, and then everything comes out that, yes, Split is in that universe, and yes, this is the lead up to, I guess, the crossover, the crossover.
It's a crisis. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to see that. We got to see McAvoy, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson all in the same room.
That psychologist, she's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, but she's great. You'll recognize her from American Horror Story.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. I am terribly excited for Glass. I think it's going to be just an amazing movie, and I can't wait to see it. Richard, I know there was one that came out. One of your old favorite shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right, it's getting rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see what happens. They just don't have things together yet. They just basically announced that's what they're going to do. And Joss Whedon is part of it. So.
Yes, so it is in very good hands.
Hopefully it might be within the same universe, or they might be just starting over. I mean, that's what they did from the movie to the TV series, so maybe they're just starting over.
I hope they're just starting over. I mean, I know that the Chosen One is a lineage,
right?
You know, but I mean, if we're going to go Buffy, I hope to see it.
And there was all of them, so she could be one of the ones or something. But let's just start over, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, the Star Trek Discovery for next season. I really, that trailer looked really kick-ass, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be cool. I know a lot of people's all upset because it's on the CBS app, but...
You called it from the get-go. That's
everything's
the way it's
happening.
Go.
Look at Warner Brothers. Their app is now, you can...
Yep.
It's only $8. I mean,
yeah.
Or if you buy a full year for $74 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like it's
I was very excited when they finally dropped that bit of information because that was something I was very looking forward to doing because the CBS app, there really wasn't, aside from Star Trek, wasn't much there to warrant my attention. But this one, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know.
I got the CBS app. I watch it. And I like the fact that you can actually grab the local CBS station on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You actually get the live feed from the local. So since I live in the Columbus market, I actually get the Columbus CBS feed so I can watch the Columbus news on the go. And it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Because I watch it down on campus. I can actually pull it up and watch the news and catch that too. So
yeah,
it's I don't know. I like all these apps. That's just me. I figured this is the world we're going to live in.
Yeah,
you know.
And we've had this conversation before. I think one of the earliest complaints that we ever had about cable television was, I'm so tired of paying for all these stations that I don't watch. Why can't I just pay for the stations I do watch?
Now it's going to happen.
Can.
Yeah.
This is what you've been asking for, and I really like it. I like that idea, and
Disney dropped a big bomb. Let's move on.
Yes, go ahead, Richard.
Star Wars, Clone Wars.
Yeah.
12 more episodes.
Yeah.
And hopefully, the way I've been interpreting this is going to tie with both. To get you between Solo, you're going to find out some backstory, and then also go right straight into episode 3.
Yeah, which I really think, because they had this all planned out, was very clever. Waiting until Solo was out and had hit the market to even announce what they were doing.
And they had this written a long time ago. I mean, it was because of the Disney buyout that those last two seasons didn't get made. You know, because they went in a different direction, and now I think Disney realized, oh, maybe we should have finished this.
Yeah, it's like, oh crap! Have you read the message boards? People are still wanting the Clone Wars.
So far, looks like San Diego's been pretty fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we got, like I said, tons of reports coming out. So let's see what happens today and tomorrow.
One little thing I gotta mention, because it is.
I forgot.
Well, no. Oh, what else? Oh, we get. It is San Diego, and it's become, you know, widely known that it's a pulp culture extravaganza. But we did get, you know, we have gotten some, you know, comic book news here and there. And I think one of the things that I've heard and seen some of the pictures of that I'm kind of excited for was recently we got our old Superman back with the red trunks. And I was so happy for it.
An explanation was really wild.
Yes. And he's not the only one. The man himself, Batman, is going to be following suit. We're going to be seeing Batman return to a more classic style costume with the yellow utility belt, the gray trunks. So, hey, it's not all just movies and TV shows. Every once in a while, San Diego Comic-Con will drop a little bit of comic stuff on you.
That's rare, but...
It's rare, but, you know, I mean, that's all we pretty much gotten is, hey, we're going to put him back in the gray trunks. There's your comic book stuff. Leave us alone, nerds. One of my other favorite things I got to see was, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, was I got to watch the Brooklyn Nine-Nine panel. Brooklyn Nine-Nine has quickly became one of my favorite shows. I was really late to it. But when a friend of mine was like, you really need to watch this show, I'm like, all right.
That's why there's Netflix, right?
Yeah, and next thing you know, I'm like... And then when season 5 hit, you know, it was like there was no, you know, next episode. I'm like, no. It's like, at that moment, I felt like I needed to tweet Mark Hamill and thank him for helping getting this show back on. But it was so great to see the cast and the crew. You could tell, if you get a chance to watch the panel, because you could genuinely see how excited the cast was, you know, to see big old Terry Crews just like leaping and bounding onto the stage. You could feel his enthusiasm. So yeah, I was very happy to see that.
Nope.
Yay, we're done with San Diego. I gotta mention real quick, something else that has dropped here very recently that absolutely just made me wet myself was Nathan Fillion dropping his fan-made short as him as Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. And wow. I've played Uncharted since the very first game. It's one of my end-all be-all favorite game series.
And this was fan-made.
Yes. And what was great about it is it was one of those games where as you're playing it really for me, it took the role of Indiana Jones for this generation. It was very much, to me, my opinion, Indiana Jones for now, you know. But it was one of those games where as you're playing it, it's almost like you can already see the movie in your mind and how you would like to see it. And I always pictured Nathan Fillion. Anytime over the past few years that anybody's ever talked about wanting to do an Uncharted movie, it was always in my head, Nathan Fillion. And when I got to watch the fan-made short, and you're right to point out, fan-made, and this fan-made short was higher quality than damn near anything I've seen come out of Hollywood in the last 10 years, aside from Marvel movies. But I mean, that's just bankrolling. But I'd already known, you know, I'd heard what it was going to be, and if you get a chance to go see it. But it was, the moment that was for me was these guys are dragging Nathan Drake in, and he's got a hood on, so you don't see Nathan yet. But when they sit him down, I'm familiar enough with the character. I knew his outfit right off the bat. The khaki pants, the shirt, the holster. But when they took the hood off and you saw Nathan Fillion, it was like putting in the last piece of a puzzle. It was just like, this is perfect. And he was dead on. His portrayal of the character, his mannerisms, the dialogue, The action was astounding. One little thing I really liked about it was about midway through the movie. I'm calling it a movie. It's not a short. It's not a trailer. It's a movie to me. Is they kind of break into video game mode, where if you're familiar with the game or the style of game, you know, it's like over the shoulder, and it had that feel, and it felt right. It felt natural. And my big hope is I can remember a certain Deadpool movie kind of getting the start the same way.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean, when that Deadpool trailer, or the Deadpool fan-made trailer dropped all those years ago, and people went nuts for it, and when you come to find out that, yes, this is going to be the Deadpool movie, please. Oh, and if there's any kind of concern, because I am a huge Nathan Fillion fan, let's be real for a moment. The last couple seasons of, like, Castle, he was still great. I don't know how to... Well, let's just say, you know, age gets us all.
Well, he's got the new series Rookie, so...
Don't even get me started on Rookie.
I know, that's another
I can't wait to see
episode.
Rookie. But man, dude, he was Nathan Drake, and I can't wait. I hope that something really comes out of this. So, as I mentioned twice already, we're shooting this on a Saturday morning.
At Alter Ego Comics in Lima, Ohio.
Yes, thanks everybody here at Alter Ego for letting us take a valuable
Corner
floor
space.
Yes. Big thanks to them. There will be so much more, because this is early morning. This is like 10 o'clock for us. I think one of the things I'm looking forward to coming out here, probably drop right now, was the Aquaman trailer.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. But here's what we can do. We won't be able to cover it all right now, but we have a little podcast.
Wednesday nights.
That's right. Richard, would please tell them where they'll be able to catch up on our podcast?
The easiest place to go is undergroundvideonetwork.com. Everything we've ever done is there.
Yeah.
Everything that's available to watch, listen, or do is available there.
Mm-hmm.
It is up to date as of right now. I've been working really hard for the last 2 weeks getting this done, and it is done, except for the missing episodes, and you'll start seeing them on Thursdays. So,
So yeah, please check out the podcast. For anyone who uses, like for me, I listen to podcasts on my cell phone. You can find us on iTunes.
correct.
The app that I use, Podcast Republic, on the Samsung.
Just do a search for UVN. We talk too much.
Yeah. And I can pretty much guarantee you that by the time our Wednesday podcast rolls around, we are going to have so much more to talk about. So on behalf of Richard Catterjohn and myself, and to all of you who are at San Diego Comic-Con sharing everything, thank you so much, and thank you for watching.